Hello, Medicine 101 podcast members. Welcome back to another episode of our public health podcast. We are currently off of hiatus and are thrilled to be back on our quote grind. Let's get started. Today's episode will be based upon the rise in COVID-19 cases in the US, including the various variants that come with it, including the following of the Lambda variant and the Delta variant. Booster shots that are expected to be approved for people with compromised immune systems aren't appropriate for other people at the time. The head of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention stated the U.S. hospitals are desperately hunting for medical staff as the COVID-19 wave that pushing some systems to their breaking point in the South spills into the rest of the country. San Francisco will require more proof full vaccination of indoor patrons of restaurants, bars, and gyms, becoming the first major U.S. city to impose such a stringent mandate. Facebook Inc. is delaying its return to office plans due to resurge in COVID-19 cases, telling U.S. employees Thursday that they don't need to return in person until January of 2022. Dallas-based AT&T said it will require all employees in areas with high or substantial spread to wear masks indoors. Hard-pressed, Oklahoma is running out of intensive care unit beds again as COVID-19's Delta variant surges and larger hospitals in the state are declining to accept critically ill patients from smaller hospitals, the Oklahomian newspaper reported Thursday. With the COVID-19 patients, quote, the common denominator is none of them are vaccinated, Tulsa emergency room physician Chris Suttis told the newspaper. Dallas-based AT&T said it will require all employees in areas with, quote, high or substantial, quote, COVID-19 spread to wear masks indoors as of Friday. In response to the viral surge fueled by the Delta variant, the company is also requiring all managers to get vaccinated and is in discussions with unions on how to get other workers on board with vaccinations as well. The company says it is following CDC guidelines to, quote, provide for effective business continuity in what is a dynamic and uncertain environment. According to a statement Thursday, AT&T has 227,000 employees and about 100,000 union workers. Business and politics are colliding in Texas, where Republican Governor Greg Abbott is facing backlash over a conservative social agenda that companies say it will make it harder to attract and retain for the best talent. New York City gave 50,000 people $100 incentive. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio said 50,000 New Yorkers have received the $100 gift card the city began offering last month as an incentive to get the COVID-19 vaccine. This is clearly a smart, effective way to drive up the vaccination, said, quote, de Blasio said in a statement on Thursday. Facebook delays office return. Facebook Inc. is delaying office return. The Mississippi extends emergency. Governor Tate Reeves extends Mississippi state of emergency for 30 days after health officials reported a record high daily case count for 4,412 people. The Republican governor has faced criticism for not acting aggressively enough in the face of the new Delta variant surge that has strained Mississippi hospital system. Keep in mind that the Delta variant and the Lambda variant as well is greatly affecting children. It has a large impact on children ranging from ages 1 year all the way up to 12. Basically, those who are not able to receive the vaccine yet. And this clearly has an effect. As we all know, school year is now approaching. It's just around the corner. And so when all these students are going back, especially the younger ones, of course, COVID-19 will come at a impeccable surge. And when you take students who yet never have gotten the vaccine, and according to they're not an adult yet, so it may not even be their choice to receive it if it is available for their specific age. So that is why a lot of children now, more than ever, are being hospitalized and dying, unfortunately, because of the deadly variants that have been caused by the COVID-19 surge. And primarily due to not being vaccinated. So as we can tell, the vaccination and vaccines does play a vital impact, particularly the Pfizer vaccine, which has the best vaccination rates throughout the country. In addition, on Wednesday, the state said it would open a 50-bed hospital and that the federal government will send in medical help. Rivas tweeted Thursday, however, quote, "There will be no lockdowns and there will be no statewide mandates. Mississippi has the nation's lowest rate of vaccination, according to the Bloomberg Vaccination Tracker." The WHO sets next phase of COVID origin fall. The World Health Organization called on governments to provide all data and access to help in advance investigations into the origin of the virus that caused COVID-19. A little disclaimer, if you have a great disliking towards the WHO, I suggest you click out now, but stay tuned as this will only be a quick segment. Personally, as the host of this podcast for today's episode, I am not sure why the WHO is speaking on this issue when they should be advancing on how to stop COVID cases, including its multiple variants, than targeting where its origin from, whether its origin is from Wuhan in China or whether its origin actually came from Washington State in the US. It does not matter at this moment, especially if we are seeing a rise in COVID-19 cases, particularly in children, which is very deadly as they are very young. The UN agency stated in a statement